Hey guys, just wanted to give you, this is just a little video for me to kind of get out a bunch of thoughts in my head. Yeah, it's one of those, again. But this time I really wanted to mainly talk about FNAF AR, actually. And then we'll jump into some things at the end. So we're going to start with FNAF AR, and the way they're handling the game now. I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, before we get this video started, I realize there are two major things I should say. I don't hate FNAF AR, number one. I think it's a great game. I think it's fine for what it is. It's a mobile game. I can't expect too much. And number two, I know we are going through a really hard time right now with the pandemic spreading. But, I don't know, the way Illumix has been handling the game has been a little strange to me. So, back in December of last year, Illumix revealed their first skin for the game, and it was Freddy Frostbear, which was a very cool idea. And I thought, hey, this would be a fun, holiday thing that they could do. Every major holiday, they could add a new skin, and that they did. On St. Patrick's Day, they added Shamrock Freddy, and then on Easter, or around Easter, they added Chocolate Bonnie and the Easter Bonnie, which, that's where I started to get a little confused. But they just revealed a really strange skin today. VR Toy Freddy. Yeah, we're grasping at straws here. So, I think this is a weird and not that great decision. And there's only one reason I say that. It's because, well, there are a few reasons I say that. And number one, the Gamer Toy Freddy meme that this is probably playing off of is dead. It was a funny joke in Ultimate Custom Night. He's retired, he's in parts and service or whatever. It was funny for what it was, but then it went away. I did a video on it, but then it went away. The meme isn't funny anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. So that's already one thing, is that this is just a really irrelevant skin. And number two is that I'm confused, because there have been three characters that the game, that Illumix has been teasing to be put in FNAF AR, ever since the official reveal trailer. Those have been Funtime Freddy, Lefty, and Plush Trap. They have files in the game. They're basically, probably about 80 to 90% programmed into the game. They're just, just a few tweaks and they're ready to be put in. But Illumix hasn't done that, which is really strange to me. And I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep hype up for the game, and they're trying to make it, they're trying to keep it consistent, and they're trying to keep the fans in touch. But this isn't the way to do it. Not with random skins that don't really make sense. So, let me propose my idea. And like I said, I know we're going through this pandemic, so let's keep the skins idea. Illumix said they're releasing 4 new skins this month, and they're probably all going to be the same quality as VR Toy Freddy, but let's say they weren't. What are some interesting skins that we could give these characters? And I thought about it for a bit, and I thought, what about the unwithered animatronics? These are characters that we have wanted to see ever since FNAF 2 has introduced the withered animatronics. We've always wanted to see what these guys looked like when they weren't withered. And, yeah, I think this would be a great time to introduce them. Throw them in this pretty cool-looking AR game as skins for the regular animatronics. Change their mechanics maybe a little bit. Make them a little harder, or maybe make it to where, for Withered Fox, you can shine the light at him, or something. Make use of the flashlight where you have to stun him for a few seconds, or Unwithered Fox, or whatever. But, do that, and yeah, that would make a really interesting skin. That would make a really good skin. And so, yeah, and, you could do this for other characters, like Balloon Boy could have a JJ skin, or a DD skin, and Springtrap can have a Spring Bonnie skin, or a Fredbear skin. Not a Golden Freddy skin, that breaks lore, but a Fredbear skin would be very, very fun, just as another alternative boss fight. But these are all just skins. These don't have to be fully fleshed characters. And Scott already has the models to the withered animatronics, and likely the unwithered animatronics. But even if those models don't exist, it's really just filling in a couple missing gaps, you know, putting the pieces together, you know. A lot of people have done it, and honestly, just make a model that looks similar to those. It'll be fine. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the skins. I think if they're going to continue to do the skins, they should do more interesting skins. If they plan on continuing to do these, like if they're doing these skins not because of the pandemic, and just because they, you know, just because they want to keep interest, I think it is. I do genuinely think it is because of the pandemic. But if it really is just to keep interest, then that's a bad idea. Think about how FNAF VR had it with DLC, where they made the Withered Animatronics update, and they made that, and that released in, I think, like, August, but then it was silent until October when they revealed the Curse of Dreadbear DLC. And look at how well that turned out. The Curse of Dreadbear DLC is incredible. It is one of my favorite pieces of FNAF media, in general. It is just so good. So, I think that's what Illumix should do, once this pandemic is over. If this is just, you know, to fill in time because of the pandemic, I get it. So make more interesting skins is my answer to that. But if it really is just to keep interest, then I think the better way to do that would be to release teasers and little things leading up to the reveal of a big new mechanic and a new character or a new set of characters. You know, there are other ways to keep the fan base, you know, interested. So those are just my thoughts on that. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break from FNAF AR videos for a while, until something more interesting happens, until we don't get skins that are VR Toy Freddy. You know, we want skins that are not, you know, VR Toy Freddy. We want skins that are more like, you know, Unwithered Animatronics or something. So if there's a really interesting skin that comes out that I really do want to talk about, then I'll talk about it. If there's a new character, then I'll, you know, talk about it, I'll play it. But overall, I'm going to take a break from FNAF AR, so don't expect a lot more FNAF AR videos in the future. Definitely not on any new skins that I don't find interesting. Definitely not on anything, you know, like that. But yeah, time to talk about part 2 of this video, which is the general thank you part, basically. You know, these are some trying times, the pandemic, everybody's stuck at home, and it sucks. And so I just want to bring a little bit of fun and enjoyment, even if it only is for 15 to 20 minutes or 10 minutes or however long the video ends up being, just to get, you know, for a laugh or, you know, just an enjoyable time. I'm not here for the money, I'm not here for the fame, I'm just here to bring entertainment to whoever wants it, whoever wants to watch me. And so, to all 340, I think we're at about, of you that are subscribed, thank you. Seriously. And to all of you who watched the FNAF Maker video, all 20,000 of you, holy cow, I never thought I'd even get anywhere close to that many views, especially that early. And I'm not trying to brag, I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded, literally, by that. And the 6,000 views to the second part of that, thank you, really. I genuinely mean it. So, because of that, I'm announcing that I'm going to be making a new game, or a remaster version, kind of one of my old games. You guys remember the one I made in the original FNAF Maker video, Several Awkward Nights with Spring Rabbit Man? Well, I'm going to kind of revamp that one. And don't worry, guys, as soon as we hit 500 subscribers or 1,000 or whatever, I will eventually remake FNAF Origins, and I will remake the game that I teased in the Part 2 video of the FNAF Maker tutorial, the Withered Toy Animatronic games. I need to think of more interesting mechanics and ideas for those games, but once I do, those games will be out, trust me. I'm going to remake them, and they're not going to be made in FNAF Maker anymore. I'm switching over to Game Maker Studio, which should hopefully increase the quality of the games somewhat. You know, they're no longer just, you know, this silly thing where you can insert images and stuff. I'm going to actually try to learn how to make a game like that in Game Maker. So yeah. So the game I'm planning to feature, like right now, the one where I'm talking about, the remaster of several hardcore nights of Spring Rabbit Man. Of course, Spring Rabbit Man's going to be in it. Why wouldn't he? The man behind the slaughter's going to be in it. Buff Helpy's going to be in it. You know, was that the bite of '87? Some sort of Fredbear thing like that is going to be in it, and a lot of references to my channel and stuff. So yeah, so that's, you know, once that game comes out, my task to you is to try to look for all the little, you know, secrets and stuff that I've included, all the little maybe posters on the wall, or, you know, silly little references, maybe a certain pose on the camera, or a certain idea, you know, certain thing, maybe a certain room is from one of my videos. I don't know, just keep a lookout for those. That's my kind of Easter egg hunt for you, you know, at the moment, is just try to look for those. Those are kind of, you know, those will be fun little things that you can look for once that comes out. So that's my kind of thank you note, thank you letter or something, is just this game. And as soon as we hit 500 subscribers, or I'm gonna say 500. As soon as we hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna take it upon myself to try to figure out some interesting mechanics or something and remake that FNAF Origins game with more mechanics, with more characters, with more everything. So stay on the lookout for that. So there you go, 2 fan games. You know, the 2 fan games I made already being remastered, already being ready. So yeah, thank you. Really, it means a lot for all of you who have stuck by and have continued to watch my videos. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So that was just a little thing about FNAF AR and a little teaser for upcoming projects. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.